Now everybody is in. Hi, okay. Ohayo gozaimasu, minasan.
おはようございます。
Hi, ohayo gozaimasu. Hi. So, I was taking a look at all of your work this morning. I'm very pleased to see your answers. Most of you, it was good. Perfect answers. Some confusions, of course, which is natural, which I'll be clarifying today in class. We'll be discussing the homework that I sent you. First of all, was it clear to everybody, the instructions?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I simply wanted you all to just work on the document itself instead of having to take a printout, writing anything, and then submitting. Of course, you'll be required to do that kind of work maybe later, but this time I wanted to keep it simple. I wanted you to simply underline the elongation, the word, the sound in the word that is supposed to be elongated, and then mark in red the elongation vowel that you use, or the dash in katakana. And some of you had taken the pains to write it and send it. It was very nice to see the effort. Does anybody have any questions? Maybe we'll come to that later when we discuss it. But apart from that, did you get a chance to look at the other documents I'd shared also? Yes. I think some of you hadn't submitted your work. Please do get to it. Maybe by today, since this is your first assignment, I'll give you some extra time. Although I'll be discussing the answers today, you can also go back and do it for yourselves. All right. We'll begin today with reviewing hiragana and katakana. There are a couple of activities that I've got. So just give me a second when I share it. Hi. All right. Can you all see my screen now? I think you should.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, okay. So this is a small game. It's about matching hiragana and katakana. So as I start the game, you'll find one hiragana on the top appearing. You'll have to look at the list. I think you can see through this. You can look at the list of words that you have in the boxes, list of sounds that you have in the boxes. The ones in the boxes are katakana. So you'll have to look at the hiragana that appears and match it with the corresponding katakana. So you can tell me, second row or third row with the second character or the third character, fourth, fifth. That way you can tell me which one is the correct kana that matches with the hiragana. So let's begin now. So you tap the matching answer, eliminate it. So you repeat until all the answers are gone. So that's how it is. So we'll quickly start now. Hi. Now you see. What is that kana? Very good. So can you all find the katakana? Katakana?
Third row.
Yes.
Third row last.
Last, right? Correct. The third row, last one is a. Okay. I hope all of you got it right. All right. Next. Ko. Hi. Ko.
Fourth row.
Fourth row.
Yes. Fourth row, fourth or second last is this one, right? Ko. This is katakana. Ko. All right. Very nice. What is this? Fu. Yes. Fu.
First row, third one.
Very good. Yes. Right. That was quick. So first row, the third kana over here is fu. All right. You can use this opportunity also to register it if you can't recognize it. It's okay. All right. Hi. Next. What is that?
She.
Very nice. Very nice. She.
First
Hi.
Fourth row, second.
Fourth row, second.
Fourth row,
Dot.
second. Correct. Not bad. right? This is one of those confusing katakana. Correct. This is she. Su.
S.
Su.
Third
Very
row
good.
first.
Yes.
Third row first.
Third row first. Very good. Even if you're not able to unmute and say your answers, I'm able to see your mouths moving. So I can tell if you're answering correctly or not. Third row first. All right. This is katakana. So this is very similar to katakana shi, right? The previous kana that we saw. So this is su. Okay. Hi. Me.
May.
Hi. Me. Me.
Fourth
Last
row
row
first.
first.
Yes.
First
The
or
last
fourth
Last
row.
row, first one.
Yes, last row, fourth row, the first kana over here. This is me. Okay, you can all take a few seconds to remember this. Try and register this. Me. Hi.
Sa.
Be careful
Sa.
with the font.
Sa.
Sa. Very nice. This is hiragana sa. Hi.
Second row fourth. Second row fourth.
Okay, second row, fourth. All right, all right. I think we are on the clock. I forgot to mention that.
E.
E. Hi.
Third row fourth. Third row fourth.
Third row.
Fourth one. Fourth.
Third row, the last one, right?
Fourth one. Yeah.
Yeah, the last one that's remaining. Hi, fourth, correct. Hi,
Me.
me,
Me.
me.
First row second.
Hi, okay, I think I'm accidentally pointing to it. Okay, first row, second, correct. Me. Let's try to do as much as we can in the time left.
Oh. First
row
row
first.
first. First one.
First, very good. This is u. Okay. Hi,
C.
C.
Third row second. And
Very
the
good.
Third row the middle.
Third row, the first, second, right? This one. Hi, okay. Chi.
No.
No,
No.
no, hiragana, no.
Second row third.
Second row third.
Very nice. Correct. Everybody is right. Second row, third.
So.
So, hi.
Last one.
Bottom right.
Last one, right? The bottom right one. Correct. We have less than a minute. Let's see. Hi, ma.
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 Second row
Second row.
second.
Last.
Is it the second row or the
First
first
row.
row?
First row.
First
Hi. First row, last one,
Last.
right? This is
First row,
easy to
last row.
confuse. The other one is mu. Okay, ma, mu. They're on the same row. They're easy to confuse.
Ta.
Hi.
Ta.
Ta.
Second.
Hi.
First. Second row first.
Yes, second row, first one. This is ta. Yes, I think. Is that all? Hi. That is very nice. I'm very glad to see most of you are able to recognize most of the kana. All right. So how is your hiragana? What do you all think?
Hiragana,
Are you?
or at least I had, it was good
Hi.
to memorize the vowels,
Okay.
but we've not yet come to the katakana because we're trying to recall the hiragana with mnemonic.
Yes. Yes. I'm sure you'll all be very preoccupied with hiragana at the start, and then slowly, as you think you're able to recognize some of it, you can hop to katakana and start remembering them. Hi.
It does seem a little overwhelming with the quantum of the number of vowels.
Yeah, I understand that. Initially, it is like that, but like I said, in the next class on Wednesday, we'll be starting with grammar. All right, so this is like your last review of hiragana, katakana. We'll be looking at typing also today. So we'll try to do as much as we can. But once you start looking at grammar, I'm certain not everybody is going to be able to recognize all of the kana and read fluently right away. It's going to take a lot of time. But slowly you will get there. Okay. Once you're able to do 80% of hiragana, start with your katakana and then do both the practice simultaneously. Okay. Let's not wait until you think it's 100% because there'll never be a time really when you think, okay, 100% I'm okay with hiragana. It'll take a lot of time. It'll probably be the end of the course by the time you get to that fluent level. But yes. All right. Now another
Deepika-san,
activity.
one question.
Yes.
Okay, so like in English and also in French language, we usually conjugate verbs. So in the same way,
Yeah.
we are going to do in Japanese language also, this conjugation.
Yes. Yes, it's part of grammar. We will be conjugating verbs, adjectives, all of that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that will happen. We'll be doing that in our 8th class or not even that, later than that. It'll take a while.
Okay.
We'll be looking at very basic sentences to start off with, and then there'll be a step up and then another step up with each class. So it'll be very,
Okay.
very small steps. Hi.
Okay. Okay. And one more question, please.
Yes, yes.
On Friday
Yeah.
you told us that teacher is sensei.
Yes.
But the last alphabet was, the sound was I, sensei. So why don't we say sensei? Why do we say sensei?
Because in that word, in the word sensei, the third character se is an elongated, it's elongation. You have to elongate the se sound. So I told you that for elongation of an A sound, se has an A sound, right? So for elongation of an A sound, you can either use the A character itself or E character. Okay? It depends on the word. For the most part, you will use E characters to elongate A sounds in a word. So sensei is an example where you use the E character. So although you have the E at the end, its function in that word is only to elongate the previous sound. So when you pronounce that word, you say sensei and not sensei.
Okay.
Hi.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Hi. We will quickly revise all of this again when we discuss the homework. Now we're back to correcting the hiragana series. So we looked at identifying katakana previously. Now let's look at this. So you have rows of hiragana as you have, it's the chart, but they are not in the right order. Okay, or there is a kana that is wrong in every row, or there might be 2 kana even that is wrong in each row. So you'll have to recognize that and tell me. So the first row, can you all read the sounds? A,
E,
E,
U,
E,
O. O is the wrong
But
one.
this O is
Yes.
wrong. It's A.
A is
A
wrong.
is
The
wrong.
last
Yes.
is wrong, correct. So that is O,
O.
right? Hi. Okay, very good. Second row.
Ka,
Ka.
Who is wrong?
It is.
Ko is wrong. Ko
Ki
is
also
wrong.
Ki
wrong.
is wrong. Hi.
also
Ki is
wrong.
also wrong. K is also wrong. Correct. Hi. So ki and then k, something like
Hey,
that, but
He is
it's more vertical. Hi. Hi. Ka, ki, k, ke, ko. Very nice. Next.
Sa,
Sa.
Su, sha and su interchange.
Yes, interchange. Right? Yes. Yes.
And
12 and 13 interchange. This is
And
she
so
and
is
then
wrong. So is also.
so this. Hi. Correct. So the last one, you have the kana A there. It is supposed to be so.
So.
Okay. They look very similar, right? So A and then so. Okay. Next row.
She is
She
wrong.
is wrong.
She is wrong. Hi. She is wrong. What else?
That's all.
Te,
All
to,
good.
correct.
To.
So everything else is fine. Very nice. Let's go to the next. Hi.
No.
Na, ni,
No.
Ni.
No is wrong.
ni,
No is wrong.
nu. Nu is wrong. How is it wrong?
There is a loop.
Red circle.
The
Missing.
loop at the
Swirl at
end
the-
is missing.
loop.
Yes, I'm very happy you can pick up on that. It's just a small little thing, right? The loop is missing, and that makes it a very different kana. Right. Very nice. Na, ni, ne, no.
No.
Wonderful. Hi. Next.
Ha.
He is
Da.
wrong.
He is
He
wrong.
is
He is wrong.
He is wrong.
Interchange.
Wait,
Interchange.
Is it interchanged though?
No, no,
Wait, 8.
No.
no. Two
Right.
also wrong.
8
Four
is
is
supposed
also
to be
wrong.
7. Hi.
Yes.
Hi. Okay. Right. He,
Who.
but
Who is
who
wrong?
is this?
Who?
Yes. Who.
Okay.
And the rest?
All good.
All
Right.
good. Okay. Ha, he, who, he, ho.
Ho.
All right. Next.
Me
Ma.
is wrong.
Me is wrong.
Me is wrong.
Me
Me is wrong. Me is wrong. Let's look
Yes.
at, oh, sorry. Okay. Me is this.
No.
Okay. And that is n, which all of you had already identified correctly, which means hi.
Without
Me.
loop.
Without the loop, it is me.
Me.
Okay. So that is the ma line. But is it done?
Mo is also
Mo.
wrong.
Mo is
Mo
also
is wrong.
Hi. Mo. That is mo. Ma, me, me, mo. All right. Hi. What about the next row?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
interchange.
you.
You. Yeah.
Interchanged.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Correct. So ya is this, and then you have you, and finally you. Okay. Correct. Okay. Now, hi, let's recognize all of this.
Re. In.
Okay.
Wa.
Mm.
Mm.
Re. In.
Okay.
She.
She.
Okay.
Chi.
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 Chu.
Yes.
The.
The.
Yo. Yo.
Oh. Oh, this is actually, like I said, this is a bit of I haven't clearly explained exactly how you pronounce this kana because we haven't seen it appear in context yet. But I told you all to remember it as wo, but it's also o. Okay, when you type
O.
and other things, it is wo. So remember this as both wo and o for now. It's not clear as yet. All right, so that was the exercise. Not bad. That was very nice. I think for the most part, you're all right with identifying. Maybe there's a couple of kana here and there that you can't immediately recall. But again, with practice, you'll get there. Anybody? Anybody has got any troubles? It's fine. Any questions? All right. So now we'll go on to the exercise that I'd given you all, which is identifying the elongation. Right. I was trying to simplify the instructions as much as I could, and that's the best I could do. Okay. Hi, so I'd given you examples also with hiragana and katakana and what I'd expected. All right, the first word. What is the first word?
K.
Keikan.
Maybe
Keikan.
K.
hi. Keikan. Okay. Keikan. Okay. I know you'd want to read it as Keikan because individually, if you read the kana, it is K-E-K-in, right? But slowly you'll understand that it is K that is being elongated and E simply functions as that elongation. All right, so it's Keikan. So here, what sound is elongated? A, E, U, A, O. Which one?
A.
A sound,
A sound.
right? Yes, K has the A sound. To elongate an A sound in a word, you either use E or A itself. For the most part, it is E. Okay, so most words you'll find E being used, like in sensei, gakusei. Here it is Keikan. Okay. The next word, we already saw this in class, but I still wanted to make you all do it on your own. We'll do it once again. What is this word?
New.
Gyunyu. Hi, gyunyu. So what are the sounds that are elongated in this word?
You knew. Q.
Q. Q.
Q.
Gu first.
U.
Okay.
U.
Gu first. Gu is elongated with the all right. And nu is also elongated. Hi, with the they're both sounds.
U.
So you use the character for elongation of both these sounds. So this word only has got two sounds primarily. It's gu and nu. But since both the sounds are elongated, you see them appear when you write. Gu, nu. Okay. Next word.
Kohi.
Kohi.
Kohi. Kohi. Right? How many sounds are elongated?
Kohi.
Both ko
Both.
and he elongated, right? You can see that with this dash. A dash, very simply in katakana, you just have to add a dash after the sound that is elongated. So you see both the sounds. Kohi. All right, can you all repeat after me? Kohi.
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 Hi. Very good. Fourth, notebook. What is notebook?
Noto.
Noto.
Noto. Hi. Noto. So how many sounds are elongated?
Noto.
No.
One is just one. Hi. No is elongated. So noto. Noto. Hi. Okay. Noto. That's all. There's no noto book, nothing like that. Noto is the Japanese word for notebook. Okay. Next, back to an original Japanese word. What is this?
Tokei. Tokei. Toke. Toke.
Okay, individually it is to-ke-i. Yes. But when you say it as a word, how will you pronounce? What is the right pronunciation? Is it toke or toke or toke? What is it?
Toke.
Okay.
Toke.
Yes, you'll have to be very, very clear about it. The first sound to is not elongated. To. The second ke is elongated. So there you have to drag it a little bit and say toke. Daijoubu desu ka? Is that okay? Toke. After me, toke.
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 Hi, toke. All right. The next word, a borrowed word, cheese. Hi, how do you pronounce this?
Cheese.
Cheese. Cheese. Okay, cheese. So chi, the first chi is elongated. All right. Cheese. Cheese. Okay. Hi.
Kritika-san, one question, please.
Yes.
This second sound, z,
Yes.
where it is in our this Kana textbook? Where can I find this sound?
In the modified sound, this is a katakana word, so you'll have to look at the katakana chart. And in the first type of modified sound, the voiced sound, if you look at the second row, you have the sa row, right? Sa, shi,
Sa
si,
becomes
se,
Yes.
so.
Yes.
So the s becomes z with the double dash.
Okay. Okay. Arigato. Okay.
Hi. The pronunciation, if I were to write down the pronunciation in English, it is chi. Hi, chi. Elongated sound. And then you have z. That's a voiced
Yo.
z.
Is that woman?
Yes?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. The next word, news. News. What do you think news is, even without reading it, if you can attempt to see what it might be? News. 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 Okay. News. So the first sound, new. How do you write new in Japanese? New. Ni and a small
U.
yes. It's NYU. The sound is NYU, but if you were to write the kana itself, you'll write ni first, as you can see. Katakana ni, and this is a small u that gives you the contracted, the single sound new. That is elongated with a hyphen or a dash over here and s. Okay, this is the voiceless s. What you see above is the voiced z. Hi.
Could you please break it down for us? I mean, it's very confusing. This one number, like, I mean, after ni, it's very confusing for me. Could you please write it
Okay.
down somewhere?
So how do you write it? How do you actually write it? You look at the kana for ni first,
Hmm.
okay? And then you add a, let me put that in the bracket, a small u. Okay? I'm putting it in the bracket because it's a small u. And then I elongate it, and then I will write the kana for su. Okay? This particular sound, ni with a small u, is pronounced new. It's a contracted sound. Is that okay?
Okay. Okay.
I think it's because you're seeing katakana. You can't recognize it that you're getting confused.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi. Hi. Keep practicing this. Keep looking at this and practicing it. You'll get it.
Okay.
Yes. Hi. Give yourselves time. Very important. Keep practicing. Very important, but also be patient. Hi. Eighth one. What is the eighth word? This is hiragana.
Daijobu.
Dai.
Daijobu.
Dai. Hi. Daijobu. Dai. This is a small yo if you can't make out. Okay. Job. Okay. If I were to split it, how many sounds does this have? Da, I, jo is one sound. How do you get jo? Can anybody tell me how do you write jo?
A,
You.
Ju.
She plus
Yes.
uh
You begin with
she
she,
she with two
double dash.
she, then double dash it becomes G,
Plus
then
G.
Yes.
O, it becomes G. So,
you.
Correct. Perfect. She with a double dash gives you G. And now that you have G, to make it Jo, you have to add a small yo at the
Yo.
end. Hi. Right? G and a small yo is Jo. That's what you see over here. G and a small yo. To elongate that, what sound is it? Jo has the O sound. Right? To elongate an O sound in any word, sometimes you use and sometimes you use O itself. But for the most part, you will use Okay, so here it is Jo, Dai, Job. Okay, I think somebody had understandably thought that this was an elongation. Da was an elongation, but no, right? Da has a A sound. The next character is E. So these are separate sounds. There's no elongation in the first part of the word. All right, just clarifying that. Dai, Job. So here there is an elongation. And you add I hope this word is clear. Daijobu is, it is all right to be okay. So in class, you might find me asking you all, Daijobu desu ka? After I explain something to see if you're all right with it. Daijobu desu ka? So you can reply saying Daijobu desu. Of course, I won't get into the grammar of it right now, but okay. The next word is hi, dozo, please.
Bento.
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 Bento. Where is the elongation?
At the end.
No
At the
elongation.
end.
At
There
the
is no
end.
elongation. Is there an elongation or not?
To.
No.
To.
Bento.
To.
To.
Bento. Right? The last part, the to is elongated. Bento. Since it's the O sound, to elongate an O sound, you add after that, kana in the word. Bento.
Okay.
Okay? Bento. Just like jo. Right? Jo, jo. To and is to. All right.
Okay.
Hi.
Ipato.
Depato. 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 Hi. So where is the elongation? This is very easy.
Ah.
Ah, ah,
Pa, pa.
apart.
Hai.
The pa.
Pa is elongated, right? Departo. Departo is the word for department store. Maybe you can also remember this other word, which is apato. What do you think apato means?
Apartment.
Apartment. Okay. Departo. Departo is department. In English, you say department. You don't say departmental. But in Japanese, it's departo. You'll have to be careful with that. All right. The last one is an adjective. It means famous. When you're describing a person is famous, or a supermarket is famous, a building is famous. Okay. A character is famous. Anything. It's a describing word. It's an adjective. The word. What is the word? Can I have everybody say this word?
You may.
May.
You may. How many elongations in this word?
Two.
Two elongation.
Two. Very good. Okay. This is
Both
something,
words.
again, something is. Hi, both the sounds you and may are elongated. You has the sound, so it's elongated with u. May has the a sound and it's elongated with e. Okay. You may. Both. Hi. Okay, so I hope this is all right. Any questions?
Could you post
One question.
this?
Yes, Victor-san was saying something.
Yeah, ma'am. I wanted to request if you could post this corrected sheet along with our own classwork so we can see where the mistakes were.
All right, I'll do that. I'll do that. My idea was to evaluate your answers, have you submit them, and then discuss them all together in class so you can also check. But if you want me to post the corrected, the answer sheet, so to speak, I can also do that. But I would like you all to do this first on your own before I provide the answers. So I'll give you maybe the whole of today, and today I'll post the answers. So you can cross-check once again. Hi, Rima-san. Hi.
Kritika-san, usually whenever we talk to them, Japanese people, they usually say bento. So how will
Yes.
I come to know that bento O is elongated?
Yes, when you are speaking in Japanese in conversation, you'll find that everybody speaks very fast and sometimes the elongation is cut short. You might not be able to perceive it very clearly. But that again comes only with practice. As you learn, you register in your mind that this particular word is elongated. So you will try
Okay.
to use the elongation. And when you start recognizing that these words are elongated and these are not, this is the kana that you're supposed to elongate in this word, you will start to also notice it when you hear it. But without that knowledge, when without the amount of time that you need to be able to perceive the difference, initially it might seem like they are not elongating it enough, or
Okay.
it's just about practice and how used to it you are.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi. Of course, in class, we are exaggerating it a bit, right? We are saying bento
Yes.
goes on forever.
Because
That's not
when they
how.
say daijoubu, they say daijoubu desu. So it's
Daijoubu
very
desu.
fast. Daijoubu desu. So
It's very, yes, but
yes.
you'll see even in that speed, that particular vowel, the particular sound will be elongated more than the
Okay.
rest. Daijoubu
Okay.
desu.
Okay.
Daijoubu desu. So jo
Okay.
is a little bit high.
Okay.
It
Arigato.
takes time, but high. Hi. All right. So I'll give you some more. So today, I'm going to be doing another concept called the syllabic stop along with vowel elongation. I should have done this in the last class, but since we didn't, I wanted to combine both the exercises and give it to you, but it doesn't matter. After today's class, I'll probably give you another short exercise like this, combining vowel elongation and syllabic stop. Okay. So I had posted this document for all of you to go through at the end after your exercise. Because it's not that difficult a thing. A syllabic stop, as it suggests, you have syllables in Japanese and then you stop, right? There's an emphasis. You pause at a particular syllable, okay? And you have both original Japanese words and foreign borrowed words that make use of syllable stop. Some words use stress. In some parts of the word, there's a stress. In English, you have these examples, right? Sitting, stopped, dropped, beginning, drizzling. The thing about English is you don't actually emphasize any of these sounds when you speak. You don't say sitting, stopped. There's no pause really. You don't say it like that. When you write it, of course, you make use of this double consonant, double T, double P, right? Double N, double Z. Okay. That's how it works in Japanese also. But in Japanese, it's pronounced. When somebody stresses on a sound in a word, it's properly heard. You will be able to perceive it. You will be able to hear it. And when you pronounce these words, you're also required to stop there for a second. So let's look at how you write these sounds and how you're supposed to pronounce these sounds. So we'll look at the hiragana first, which is how the syllabic stop function in original Japanese words. We'll look at it with some examples. So you have an example over here. Now, what do you notice in this word? Just look at the part that I'm highlighting. There's a lot going on screen. But just the part that I'm highlighting in gray, what do you notice immediately?
There is a su, small su in the.
Yes. Okay. So far, we have seen small ya, you, yo being used to give new sounds like kya, kyu, kyo, etc. Now, you have also this idea of a small s, right? This is the character, the kana, s. Remember the wave. So you
Tsunami,
make
yes.
use of, hi. So you make use of this particular character, but you write it in small, all right, to denote a syllabic stop in a word. So how do you use it exactly? So here you have two characters, ki, and then you have the syllabic stop, of course, and then the second character is te. Okay, so which one of these sounds are you stressing with the syllabic stop? It's the kana that comes after the syllabic stop that is emphasized, that is stressed. Okay, so ki is pronounced normally, but you can see these two are in red together. So the te will be emphasized a little bit. So instead of saying kite, you will say kitte. Okay, so in English it is K-I-T-T-E, right? Kitte.
We are not supposed to say kitsute.
No, that
Okay.
is the point of this small ts.
Okay.
Okay, so here it functions as a syllabic stop and not as a kana. And therefore, you will not pronounce the kana. So when the ts is in small size, you will not pronounce the kana as ts. Instead, immediately you should think to emphasize the kana that follows it, that comes after it. Okay, so ki, small ts and te is kitte. Okay, here you see. So you have ki and you have ts as big as the other two kana. In that case, this functions like any other kana and you will pronounce it. So this will be ki ts te. Okay, but of course there's no word like ki ts te, so you don't have to remember this. It's just an example. Okay, but if it's in small size, it behaves as a syllabic stop, which means you have to stress the kana, the sound, the character that comes after it. So here, how do you pronounce this word, everyone?
Kitte.
Te.
Kitte. So I hope you
Kitte.
understand. Yes, the emphasis is on the sound after the syllabic stop. Okay. So let's look at a few words in hiragana.
Kitte means stamp.
Yes, the meaning is
Okay.
here. Kitte is stamp. Kitte.
Okay.
All right. Hi. I would like you all to not look at the English that I've given on this side. That's just for your reference. But initially, I would like you to make an effort to read the hiragana. So what is the first kana? Ki.
Ki.
You have a syllabic stop. And what is the next one here?
Pu.
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 Pu. P-U, right? Pu. So it's hu with a circle on the top it gets the pa sound. So pu. So how do you read this word together?
Kippu.
Kippu.
Kippu. Very good. Kippu. Okay, so the syllabic stop takes a whole count. Ki has one count, pu has one count, and since you're stopping at pu, the syllabic stop will take one count. So this word actually has three sounds, three counts, not sounds, I would say counts. Okay, ki, ip, pu. So it's kip, pu.
Why are we
Kip,
saying counts? Why not sounds?
There are only two sounds. The second sound, you're pausing a little longer, that's all.
Okay.
Right, there's only ki and there's pu. You don't have any other sound. But in pu, you're just stopping there for a little longer. So technically, there are only two sounds, but three counts, right?
Arigato.
Okay. Hi. The third word, I'd like all of you to try the third word together. Hi. What is the first kana?
Zoo.
Z. Okay. What is the last kana?
To.
To. Now, how do you read the whole thing?
Zutto.
To. Zutto. 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 Okay.
Zutto.
Zutto. Zutto. So zutto is always, a kippu is ticket, as you can see. Hi. Kippu is ticket and zutto is always. Next word.
Z.
Ze. Ze.
Ta.
Syllabic stop. Ta.
Ta. I.
I. Yes. So together.
Zettai.
Zettai.
Zettai. Zettai. Zettai. Okay. Zettai is definitely. Surely. Zettai. Okay. Next. What is the next word?
You.
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 Go.
K. Okay. K.
Ri.
What's the last kana? Ri.
Re.
Ri. Okay. So together, what is the word?
Yukuri.
Yukuri.
Yukuri. Correct. Yukuri. Yukuri. So it's different. It's not yukuri. It's yukuri.
Yukuri.
Yukuri. Right? There's a small pause there. Another word I just thought of. Hi, what is this?
Isugu.
Ma?
Ma.
Is,
U.
okay.
Mausu.
Okay.
Masugu.
Mausugu.
Yes. Masugu.
Masugu.
Masugu. Okay. Ma. SSU, right? The S is stressed, it's emphasized. So masugu. Masugu. So that is the highlight. Masugu. Masugu is straight ahead. You know, when you're giving directions, you say, you take that road, you go down that road straight. So that is masugu, go straight. You also use masugu to mean straightforward. When you want to describe somebody as a very straightforward person, you know, they don't mince their words. They tell you like it is. Masugu, a very straightforward person. So that's the meaning of this word, masugu. All right, any questions in the pronunciation? Shall we look at some katakana words, borrowed words? It works similarly, there's no difference. All you have to do is use a small ts in katakana. That's all. Okay, and since these are borrowed words, you might recognize all of them. So you have bed, words like bed, rocket, ticket, match, net, pet, soccer. So let's look at them. What is the first word here? Hi.
Beddo.
Beddo. Okay. These are probably easier to read because you know what they mean. Beddo. Beddo. So bed is beddo. The two sounds be and do. The second one is stressed. Beddo. Okay. Second word.
Rocchetto.
Rocchetto. Rocket, I think I talked to you about this raw. It's got the aw sound in English, but you don't have that, right? It's ro. In Japanese, it's a straight ro, o sound. So that we have to be careful. Since we are so used to saying rocket, we might make that mistake initially, but this kana is not raw, it's ro. Rocketto. Rocketto. Hi, repeat after me. Rocketto.
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 Hi.
Rocketto.
Rocketto. Yes. Hi, next one. What is this?
Chiquetto.
Hi. Chiquetto. Chiquetto. Okay. This is also ticket. We also looked at an original Japanese word earlier. Kippu, which is also ticket. Okay, kippu. But you'll find that a lot of times the Japanese like to use English words when they speak. So sometimes people also say chiketto. Of course, you don't have the T sound, do you? In Japanese, you don't. So in the taro, you have ta and then chi.
Chi.
Chi is the E sound, not T. So that's why you see chi in this word. That's the closest that they can think of.
So we
Chiketto.
can't say ticketto.
I mean, it's not Japanese. It's
Okay.
not a Japanese. Even if you could say it, you cannot write it, right? How will you
Okay.
write it in Japanese? There's no T
Yes.
sound.
Okay. Okay.
Hi. So if you find yourself in Japan and you end up saying ticket, maybe some people will understand because they know English. They'll
Okay.
understand what you're trying to say. But that is not Japanese.
Okay.
Hi.
Makes sense. Okay.
You can get away with it, but it's not correct. Hi.
Okay. Arigato.
Hi. Chiketto. Okay, the next word is match. So how do you say match in Japanese? A matchbox, that match. Okay, so let's look at this word.
Machi.
Chi.
Machi.
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 Machi. Machi.
Machi. Machi.
Okay, machi. So the ch, at the end you have the ch, right? That becomes chi straight away.
Machi.
Okay, machi. So the chi is emphasized a little bit. The next word is net. Okay, net. Hi, what is it?
Netto.
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 Netto. All right. The next one is pet. You know, a cat, dog, a pet.
Petto.
Petto. Petto. Okay. Hey with a circle on top becomes pe. So petto.
Pet.
Okay. The last word here in this list is soccer, football.
Saka.
Sak-
Saka. Saka.
Hi.
Sakka.
Sakka.
Saka. You can't miss the elongation here. It's part of the word. So this is an
Sakka.
example of a word. Hi. Hi. This is an example of a word where you have syllabic stop, an emphasis, and an elongation. Here you find ka is both stressed and elongated, right? Sakka. Sakka. So stress, stop at ka for a second, and then elongate it also for a second. Sakka. Daijoubu desu ka? This is okay? It's an example.
Daijoubu.
So these are, hi. These are just some of the words that I could think of. I've put it in a document. As you look at lessons, you'll find more of these words. All right. So this is the concept of a syllabic stop. So these are all your possible sounds. Vowel elongation, elongating sounds, and then you stress where you have to. Okay. So this is how it works in Japanese. All right. Now, along with this, there's just one more little thing with katakana that I'll have to tell you. Katakana is used for borrowed words. So there are a lot of these foreign words. And you will find that when I tell you that the la sound does not exist in Japanese and it becomes ra. And I tell you the va sounds don't exist in Japanese, they become ba. Right? You might think, you know, so many sounds you can't really express using Japanese. You can't say it in Japanese. But to counter that, there's also where katakana words, that is borrowed words, when you write them, it's very flexible. So you sort of manipulate the language, you change it, you tweak it, you do whatever you can do to be able to accommodate more such sounds, more foreign sounds. A lot of foreign sounds, if you can't express in Japanese, it becomes a bit of a problem. So they've come to make it very flexible in order to accommodate all of them. So how do you do that? What are these changes that you do to the language? What do you do to the sounds? You have these existing sounds, and with them you have to manage. With them you have to be able to say so many new sounds that don't originally exist in Japanese. So what do they do? So I'll share a PPT with you right now. We'll take a quick look at it. These are also the special katakana sounds. Okay, we'll also be seeing how to type these today. Okay. So these words, these letters are not there in your textbook, but these are also part of the language. So we've included it in the, PPT. That's why I'm sharing it with you, but you won't find them in the textbook. All right, let's see how they are used. So since this is used to accommodate foreign sounds, you can't do any of this with hiragana because there's no need. All of the Japanese words can be written using their script. There's no problem. That is taken care of. But when it comes to foreign languages, they have to be able to express many sounds that they don't have already. So that is where you will find them all being written in katakana. These are all foreign words. So let's look at one of them. In fact, with this, you will also be able to, some of us might be able to write our names more easily in katakana. I'll give that as an exercise maybe. So the first one, who is this person? Anybody?
Shakespeare.
Who is this person? Hi, Shakespeare. Maybe the image is not so great. Shakespeare. Okay. So the word Shakespeare is like this, right? Shakespeare. So English is very funny. You pronounce it as Shay, but you see the spelling is S-H-A, right? So let's not look at the English spelling, but the pronunciation. So you have the sound Shay. Now, how do you write Shay? If you have to, talk about Shakespeare, for example, Shakespeare's plays are very, very popular even in Japan. So they have their own production going on. They stage their own Hamlet and all the other plays here. And they also tour all around the world. So they're pretty famous. So you see how you're in a position where you have to be able to say these words, although they are foreign to you. The sound she is very foreign to Japanese. You have she, right? You have sha. You can say she in Japanese. You can say sha, shu, sho. But she doesn't exist. Correct. So how do you write it? Okay.
Can we write sho and then ye? She.
That is what they do. So you
Okay.
take she. So with the she, next to the she, you write a small a. This is the kana a. So when you write a small a next to she, it becomes she. Okay? She and a small a becomes she. Plus a small a. So it gives you the she sound. Again, I'd advise you all to take down this sound in your, in your mother tongue, because SHE in English is she. So we don't want the confusion. I'm talking about the sound she, the A sound she. Okay. So can you all read this word here? How is Shakespeare pronounced in Japanese? What is the first sound?
She.
She,
She.
E.
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 Ah, I see. It's katakana, that's
Ah.
why. The participation reduces when it comes to katakana. Hi, gambatte. Yes. She, E, open up your Kana chart, no problem.
K.
K,
So,
S,
S, P, P,
P,
A.
Ah. Yes, truly the kindergartner level, right? Don't worry, all of us went through this. I probably didn't recognize katakana for the longest time. I shouldn't be telling this to you as a teacher, but yes, initially, like I said, you end up neglecting it, and that's not really great. I learned it the hard way. So, hi, Shakespeare. Okay, P. That is he with the circle on top. So the moment you have a circle on top, we should all immediately know that it's one of the pa sounds. It's either pa, pi, pu, pe, po. Okay. You should still be able to recognize it more than that. Ah. Shakespeare. So there's a shake. Okay. Shakespeare. Shakespeare. That is their interpretation of the name Shakespeare in English. All right. Let's look at another word. So you have this, this is supposed to mean jet coaster. Jet coaster. A jet coaster. So, jet. So the sound J, how do you arrive at it? So you have she with a double dash, right?
G
G.
plus A, E.
Very good. G plus a small a. What happens if the G and the A are in the same size? She becomes G, and then if I draw this A, the same size as G. You will pronounce this as one kana and this as one kana, and you will say G
Yeah.
A. G A. You will pronounce both of them, right? G A. That's why you put it in small, because you contract it. You bring it together as one sound. We only need one sound. So we're not going to do this. A small a, that's very important. So G and a small a gives you J. So how is this word pronounced? What is jet coaster in Japanese? Some more drilling. Take your time. What is the word? J, syllabic
S.
stop,
Hey,
a small
So.
ts. Yes, but it is a small ts. So what does a small ts indicate? We just learned that now. A small ts.
Stop.
Yes, it's a stop, right? It's a syllabic stop. So that means you have to stress the kana that comes after it. So jetto.
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 Hi,
Jetto.
jetto. Yes, jetto. And then the next word, next part of the word is ko elongation, s ta elongation. So it is
Kosuta.
Hai. Hai. Kosuta. Initially, it doesn't matter even if you're wrong. Say what you think is right. And then I'll correct you and then we'll take it forward from there. Okay? Don't hesitate. You can be free in our class. Costa. Jetto costa. Jetto costa. All right? These are just some examples. So this is a shorter word, a smaller word. What is, let me erase all of this. Hi. Oh, some reason. Okay, never mind. So what is this game?
Chess.
Chess. Okay, so chess. You need to get the sound che. Che. So how do you think you'll arrive at the sound? Why don't you all tell me? How can you get the sound che?
G plus A.
G plus a small.
Perfect. Chi and a small a gives you che. Okay? And there's no elongation. When you say chess, there's absolutely no elongation in English, right? So that's not perceived even in Japanese. So it's just chess, two sounds. Chi and a small a gives you one sound. And then you have su,
Su.
chess.
Chess.
Chess. Hi, okay. Next is you have to and a small u gives you the sound t. We don't have t in Japanese. What do you have instead of t?
Oh,
S. Right?
Mm.
Ta, chi, s. The u sound in the ta line is s.
chit.
But there are some words that call for the tu sound, especially if it's, a foreign word. If you want to say tattoo, there is no original Japanese word really for tattoo. Okay, and if you want to accommodate this sound, tattoo, in your vocabulary in Japanese, you have to be able to say tu or something close to tu and you be able to write it. So you take the O sound to and then with a small u, that is the u sound, you get tu. So it's tatu, tatu. Okay, so you can see here, ta, tu, and then there's an elongation for the second sound. This is the first sound ta, the second sound is tu, which is written this way, to and a small u, and that is elongated. Tatu. Can you all repeat after me? Tatu.
Tattoo.
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 Tatu. Okay. Now, du, as in when you want to talk about the Hindu religion, for instance, the word Hindu has du in it. So here you will take do and a small u. Do and a small u gives you du, the sound du. This is manipulation. This is not mathematical logic or anything. It doesn't actually have to give you that sound, but that's how you manipulate the language to make it sound what you want. So, how do you read this word? The word actually ends here. Hi. Katakana. Hi.
He.
Indo.
Indo.
Du, Hindu. Right? Do and a small u gives you du. Hindu elongation. So Hindu kyo. You see that kyo is written in hiragana. Because kyo is a Japanese word which means religion. But the name of a religion is foreign word. Hindu is a foreign word to Japanese, right? So that part is written in katakana, and kyo, which means religion in Japanese, is written in hiragana. Hindu kyo. Okay. Now next, the sound ti. The sound ti and di. Okay. So to get the sounds ti and di, you have to take te. Te and a small e gives you ti. For instance, my own name, Kritika, right? So Kri is fine. And then I have ti. And for the longest time, I didn't know how to write that in Japanese. And then there was ka. So then when I learned special katakana, that you can manipulate the language to write it this way, I understood. So ti is written this way. Te and a small e. So in the word party, okay, the R is almost silent when you pronounce it in English. You don't say party, right? We say party. So when you hear it also, it seems silent. Therefore, that is not translated in Japanese. It's just party. Pa is elongated. Ti is also elongated. So the first sound is pa, and the second sound is ti. Okay? Te and a small e gives you ti. Party. Both of them are elongated. What is the next word? What do you think it is, the next word at the bottom?
Disneyland.
Yes, Disneyland. 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 So the start of this word, you have the sound D. D or D. So how do you get the? Can you all tell me how you get the?
You take te and you put a double dash.
They,
And double dash.
Te and the double dash gives me they. Correct.
they.
From they, how do I get the?
One small.
Then
They
you
plus
add
small e.
small
Small a.
Small e. The
Small
sound,
e.
right?
Small e.
Hi, correct. Perfect. So they and a small e gives me the D sound. So that will be the start. The z ni. The z ni. Ni is elongated. Disneyland. Land. The la is ra. Rando. Disneyland. Disney. So ni slight elongation is there. Disneyrando. It's not Disneyrando. It's Disneyrando. Okay. Can I have everybody repeat after me? Disneyrando.
Disneyland.
Disneyrando. Okay. Now the last set. Some of the sounds. So here you have the kana fu, right? What is this? Katakana? Fu. So the katakana fu and a small a can give you the fa sound. Fu and a small a gives you fa. Similarly, hu and a small e gives you hui. Like that. Hu and a gives you hui. Hu and o will give you ho. So let's look at some words where these sounds come into play. So the first fa sound. Hi, can I have everybody read this first word, please? Try. I know at this point you can't recognize, but it's okay. Refer to your Kana chart and try.
Fire.
Fire. Fire. What is a fire?
File.
File. Correct. Fire. Fire. Okay. All right. Second word.
Fi.
Fi.
Rando.
Rando. Once again, you have rando, which is land. Finrando. What is Finrando?
Finland.
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 Finland. Okay. So Finrando is Finland. It'd be a bit tricky to pronounce these sounds, right? You have to, although being able to say Finland perfectly fine, you also have to learn to say it the Japanese way, which is a bit tricky. Finrando. Okay.
Finlando.
The third word. Let's see.
Fe. I.
Yes.
Hazelb.
Hi. Face. B. What is this? It's a small ts, isn't it? So what do you do with a small ts?
Stress the next letter.
Perfect. You stress the sound that comes after it. So how do you end up reading it? Facebook, right? Facebook. Facebook.
Facebook.
Hi. Yeah. But there's an E sound in Japanese. Face. It's not face. It's Facebook. They stress that a little bit. Face. Okay. Repeat after me. Facebook.
Facebook.
Hi. Okay. Now another example, a last word with the ho sound. Hi. Try and read this, please.
Forda.
Horuda. Perfect. Horuda. Okay. Horuda. Ho-ru-da. And in some cases, as you can see, the final da is also elongated. So it's either way, it's fine. You can elongate the da or you don't have to. It depends. It doesn't matter really. That's the idea. Horuda. Horuda. Okay, 4 தான். Okay. All right. Any questions? It's a lot, right? These are all parts of
Does
the
it mean
Japanese.
Koruda means
Fourth.
Folder. Oh, folder.
fold? Okay, okay.
Folder.
A folder,
Folder.
a file folder. Yeah, a
Okay.
folder. You'll find these words being used every day commonly in an office in Japan. These are English words. You do have Japanese words for some of them. Files, documents, there is a Japanese word. But you'll end up hearing a lot of English sometimes because they're also just used to it. They also keep hearing it and they also use it. Oh. So that officially is all of the sounds that we need to know in this level. So you have the basic 46 sounds, and then you have the modified sounds, right? The voiced sounds. You also have contracted sounds. What else do you have? We looked at elongation in Japanese, elongated sounds in Japanese, and then emphasis, syllabic stop. Where do you stop? Where do you emphasis in Japanese? How do you write all of them? And then finally, we looked at some special katakana also. Okay, so now what is left is to just open your textbook and start reading. But before we go into that, which we will in the next class, we'll look at a little bit of typing. I'd shared a document in Google Classroom. It's probably last minute, but did you try and configure your laptops? It could be laptop, phone, anything. You just need to install the Japanese language in your laptops before you can start typing them. If you've already done that, that's fine. Are you all able to type in Japanese now?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would like you all to, if you have another device, you can open that up, or if you want to just open another tab here, you can do it. It can be Notepad, Word document, anything is fine. So today we'll just quickly look at how do you type in Japanese. Okay. Because from your lessons, from your first lesson onwards, if you look at your student login, there's a space where it says exercises. There's an icon. So if you click that, the exercises that you have in your textbook is reflected. It's there. So you're actually supposed to type out the answers. You do your exercises, but not on book, but you type them out and you send it, you submit it. Okay, so that is typing exercise. So after each lesson, you have 20 lessons. After each lesson, you're supposed to do this exercise. The typing exercise. All right. Okay. So it's very important that we type carefully, because even if you know the answer, if you end up typing it wrong, then it becomes chaotic, to say the least, because there's so many characters you end up typing without, not intentionally. And so we have to really get the sounds correct. It's easy, but we'll have to pause, be patient, make sure each kana you type is correct. The thing about this is it's easy because if you've got the right word, it's phonetic. If you get the right word in your mind, then you will be able to type it. It will reflect. Like I said, it's not like in English, right? Where the spellings are different from the way you pronounce the sounds.
Sorry, ma'am, one quick question. After you log in, where do you find these?
After you log in your student profile, you'll have to select your batch, which is the weekday batch 98, right? And there, next to assignments and other things, you'll have exercise. I can't share the screen because mine is a teacher login, and so it doesn't show for me. It's for the students.
Thank you, I got
I
it.
don't know. You got it. Okay, good.
Ritika-san,
Yes.
the thing is, this laptop my company has provided me. So it says that Windows license does not approve more than one language. So what am I supposed to do?
Oh, then I suppose you can't type in that laptop then, if it's a company provided.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
how am I going to practice? Can I do it on my phone?
You can do it on your phone. You'll have to install the language first, and then you can start typing it on the phone.
Okay, and what if I want to switch back to English?
You can do that. You can switch back and forth, like I keep doing, no, when I type.
On your phone?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, okay.
Yes, you just have to add a language, and then you can go back and forth from English and Japanese.
Okay. Arigatou gozaimasu.
All right, so let me just share a quick document. The kana chart that you have in your textbook that actually is a key for typing. It's not really a key for pronunciation. You can use those sounds to type. All right. So first, I would like you all to type out the sounds, the basic 46 sounds for practice. So I'll just quickly tell you what you should be careful of. So how will you type the first row of sounds? A, I, U, A, O. Can you tell me what will the input be?
A, I,
For
A.
A, it will be A.
Yes. For A, it is A. Okay. For E, it will be
I.
I. Okay. Right. For U, it is
You.
You.
the alphabet U on your keyboards. Okay. And for A, it is
E,
E. All right. And for O, it is simply O.
O.
Okay. So that is your basic 5 vowels. A, E, U, A, O. When you type, you have to be careful. It is A, I, U, E, O. Right? Your English vowel. And then from then on, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko must be easy because it's K-A, K-I, K-U, K-E, and K-O. So you type it like you say it. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko.
Oh.
In the next line, you have to be careful with this. I mean, you don't have to be really so careful because the computer takes on logic. If you type SI also, the correct character will be reflected. It will show up. But since we practice so hard to say she, let's not confuse it. Okay, again, phonetically it is she. So I would suggest that you also practice typing SHI instead of SI. Although SI also works when you type. That is not the actual pronunciation, but it works. It shows up. But I would say I stick to SHI because I tend to type like I hear it. That is easier for me. I would recommend that so you don't get confused. Again, chi and tsu, you can type ti also to get chi character. Chi also works, so I would say stick to that. Similarly, tu works, but I would say stick to tsu. Okay, ultimately I'll leave it to you. But yes. Nani, nune, no, there's no problem. Now the hu, you can either type HU or FU. In my mind, most of our minds, we associate the sound more to hu, FU. So I'm so used to typing FU, this particular character. You can decide. HU is fine, FU is also fine. Ma, mi, mu, me, mo is fine. Ya, you, yo, I think is okay. Ra, ri, ru, re, ro, straightforward. Va is W-A, right? And this kana, very important. That's why I said wo, because when you type O, you will get this one. Okay, so W-O will give you this. And finally, the character in, it's not there's no vowel in it, right? So it's a bit different. If you type N once, the N is not going to show, the is not going to show. Okay, so you'll have to type it twice. So I'll just show it to you. So I'm going to type the N once is not going to show, but another time, type it twice and then the shows. Okay, it's basically type N twice for the character All right. So, and then ga, gi, gu, ge, go. So it's G-A, G-I, G-U, G-E, G-O. That's fine. The next row, za, ji, z, ze, zo. Za is also fine. You use the alphabet Z, right? Z-A, Z-E, Z-O. It's fine. But here, this one, again, since the pronunciation is J-I, if you type J-I, it works. But again, since it also goes by logic, Z-I also works. But we all know what the correct pronunciation is. So you have to keep telling yourself G, although you type it. So that's why I would say stick to JI. Next is the da line, the voice da line. This character doesn't exist, but if you have to practice, DI. You can't type JI because it's already taken. The previous row, the second sound is already JI. So if you type JI for this, it won't work. Although the DI sound doesn't exist in Japanese, you'll probably use it for typing. You won't use it so much, but initially just, you can practice typing DI for this particular sound. And what is the actual pronunciation of this kana?
Z.
Z, right? It is D-Z-U, Z, okay? D-Z-U, Z. But if you type D-Z-U, it doesn't work. It doesn't show up. So the typing is D-U. D-U is not the pronunciation, but you use D-U to type this kana. In the first level, you won't need to type this particular kana a lot. But it's always nice to practice, no problem. Just keep this one thing in mind. It's not Z, although the pronunciation is Z. When you type, it will be D-U. Everything else is as you pronounce it. De, do, ba, bi, bu, be, bo, pa, pi, pu, pe, pu. Straightforward, no problems. Now you come to the second type, the contracted sounds, kya, kyu, kyu. These are one sound, right? So it's simple. It's as you pronounce it. So how will you type kya?
KYA.
K-Y-A. Q is K-Y-U. Kyo is K-Y-O.
O.
The next two rows, I told you there's no yer sound. It's just sha, shu, sho. There's no need for an additional yer sound, right? It's just sha, shu, sho and cha, chu, cho. So you will type them like that. S-H-A, S-H-U, S-H-O. Cha, chu, cho. C-H-A, C-H-U, C-H-O. Everything else is like that. Nya, nyu, nyo. Hya, hyu, hyo. Mya, myu, myo. Ya, ryu, ryo. Now the modified contracted, gya, gyu, gyo is fine. It's G-Y-A, G-Y-U, G-Y-O. The second part, the second row, she with a double dash is G and then you get ja. Ja, ju, jo is J-A, J-U, J-O. As you pronounce it again. So there's no confusion in this. Type it like you pronounce it. Like you say it. Again, bya, byu, byo and pya, pyu, pyo. Okay. So any questions in the basic sounds? No. The next one is elongation. This is also simple. We've learnt elongation, so you know what kana must appear afterwards. So you have to type out that kana, that particular vowel. If you need to elongate an R sound in a word, then after that particular sound, type an extra R, right? So if I want to type obasan, let me type this under okasan. O, B-A for ba, and then I know that the ba sound has to be elongated in this word. So I will type a A after it. Sa and in is N twice. Obasan. Okay. So here you have the word for thank you. Can I have everybody read this, please? What is thank you?
Arigatou gozaimasu.
gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu. So in the whole of this expression, there's only one sound that is elongated, which is the to at the end of arigato. A, ri. So I'm going to quickly type arigato for you all. So you can also, actually you tell me, what letter am I supposed to type first?
A.
A,
R-I.
R-I, okay.
G-O.
G-A.
B-A,
T-O.
T-O, very good.
T-O.
For elongation,
T-O-U.
U for elongation.
U.
Right? The alphabet U for elongation. Very good. Next part of the phrase. Gozaimasu.
G-O.
G-U.
Oh, very good.
Z-A-I.
Z-A-I.
Z-A-I. Okay, Z-A is one kana, I is one kana, right? Zai. Okay.
M-A-S-U.
M-A-S-U. Very good.
S-U.
Right? If you're all able to say it so perfectly, you can also type it perfectly. So I'm confident. Okay. Arigato gozaimasu. All right. Similarly, there's another example. If you have to type toke, how will you do that?
T-O.
K-E-I.
K-E-I.
I.
Okay. T-O is to, K-E is K, and I is the elongation. Toke. All right. So I hope this is clear. For the syllabic stop, as we saw, it's a stress. So the consonant, you'll have to type it twice. I think we also saw it earlier, right? So kippu. Kippu, for instance, will be, how will you type kippu?
K-I,
K-I,
P-P,
P-P-U.
U.
Okay, this is P. Normally it's P, but since it is stressed, the P has to be typed twice. It comes twice. K-I-P-P-U. So in English, it will be like this. Right? K-I-P-P-U. Okay. Similarly, chiketto. Next is chiketto. It's another word for ticket. Yes. Can you all tell me how to type chiketto? Chiketto.
C-H-I.
C-H-I. C-H-I.
K-E.
K-E.
T-T-O.
T-T-O. Okay. Now I have typed it in hiragana. Maybe you're all wondering about that. C-H-I-K-E-T-T-O. So now to change to katakana, what usually you do is you can also go over here and change. I'll tell you about that. You just type as it is. Now my font is in hiragana. Since this is registered as a katakana word, the moment you type space, it will change to katakana. The whole word will change to its correct katakana word. Okay. Another word to change from hiragana to katakana is once you've installed the language, at the bottom right corner, I don't think you can see this. Let me share my whole screen so you can see my toolbar. Hi. Okay. Now, in the bottom right corner, you can see it's English, right? Once I've installed, added language, if I've added Japanese, I click on it and Japanese Microsoft IME shows up. So I click there and it says J over here, but that's not enough. Okay. Next to it, you have this icon that says A. So this is still in English. Okay. If I type now, if I type anything, it's going to, oh, sometimes it automatically changes for me, but the idea is you have to change the A. If you click, right click, it shows you a lot of options. You have to choose hiragana and then start typing. So there are two things that you do. First, change from, okay, English to Japanese. That's the first thing. And then you have to change the alphanumeric to hiragana. And you have a lot of options over here. You have full width katakana and you have half width katakana and all of this. You don't have to worry about the half width right now. You'll be using hiragana and you'll be using full width katakana, the second one. Okay. The half width is used in certain type of documents. It is to conserve space. So it looks like the whole katakana word looks very shrunk. Okay, but that is not important to us right now at all. We will be using full width katakana always. So in a word, maybe, in a sentence, maybe one word is a katakana word. Okay. Suppose I want to say, I write using a ballpoint pen. I is hiragana, write is hiragana, everything is original Japanese except the word ballpoint pen. So I type and then suddenly I want to pause and then go back and change down. It's a bit frustrating to have to do that all the time, right? It's painstaking. So I'll type the whole thing. Okay. And I also type ballpoint pen in Japanese, in hiragana. What is ballpoint pen in Japanese? Do you remember?
Boru
Boru pen.
pen.
pen. Okay, I have typed it out now, but it shows in hiragana because I have not changed to katakana. What I simply do is I just press space and it changes to katakana automatically. So that's very easy. I don't have to go back and change the font again. None of that. All right. But there is a shortcut. Instead of using a mouse, going and right clicking and changing, there are two shortcuts. Let me tell you about it. Oh, at the start. To switch between languages, between English and Japanese, if you want to switch, you will use the Windows key in your keyboard. You have the Windows key at the bottom, that and the space bar. Okay, so you see, if I use the Windows and the space bar, it automatically shows up, and then I keep clicking the Windows key. Don't remove your finger off it. Just keep clicking space after that. It goes back and forth. So if I want Japanese, I stop there. If I want English, then I stop there. Okay. So that is a shortcut. If you're not somebody who likes to move away from the keyboard and use the mouse every now and then, you can do that in the keyboard. Now, between the alphanumeric input and the hiragana katakana input, if you want to switch between these, you have to press the Alt button and the the small tilde, I think it is. You have that on the top next to your numbers. You have that. You have the key there. So you have to press the Alt and the tilde to switch between the input, the English or the hiragana katakana. So these are two shortcuts you can remember. Me personally, I always end up using the mouse. I go down and change if I have to. That's just what I'm used to. All right. So I hope this is fine. So how will I type zutto?
Z-U-T-T-O.
Z-U-T-T-O. Z-U-T-T-O. Right? Hi. Z-U-T-T-O. The last one is petto. Can you all tell me how to type petto?
P-E-T-T-O.
P-E-T-T-O.
Yes.
Double
P-E-T-T-O. P-E-T-T-O. Yes. Now for the small font, the small size, you use small size in a lot of places. Can you all tell me where you use small characters? Today we did something with small characters. One is the syllabic stop. Perfect. Okay, next.
And voice characters.
Voiced, the contracted sounds, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
The small ya, you, yo.
Yeah.
There you will use small characters. Okay. What else?
Elongation.
Elongation, you don't use small characters. But today we did special katakana, right? We saw Forda and Disneyland and
For foreign
Shakespeare.
words, when we
Yeah, for
borrow
those-
something.
Yes, for borrowed words where you have to change to accommodate sounds, there you use small characters, small o, small r, small e, and all of that. So these are the places that you will use small characters in Japanese. So when you want to type these out, alternatively, you can also, if you look at the second point over here, it says, so suppose you want to type tsu in small font. Before typing tsu, if I type TSU, it's as big as the other kana, right? So to make it small, first I type X and then TSU. So that makes it a small tsu. Okay, you see that here. Or you can also type L, a small L plus TSU. That also works. Okay, for instance, if I want to type the word folder, what is the word folder in Japanese?
Forada.
Foruda.
Forda.
Right? So, ho. So, to type ho, I will type fu first. Okay. And I'm not going to change to katakana now. I'm going to do that later. I'll type in hiragana, no problem. I type fu first and then a small o is required. So X and O. Okay, so you see in the drop down, I have plenty of options. The first one is correct, right? So far. That is my katakana option. I can change to that after I finish writing the word. Next is ru. So RU. And then da is DA. If I want, I can also have an elongation for this word. This word can exist without elongation or with elongation. So once I finish the word, you see the drop down, the very first word is the correct katakana, right? So I just press space bar and that shows. I can keep pressing space bar for more options. Other options will show, but I want the very first option. So I go back up and then I press enter. The word is typed. It's complete. All right. Okay. So to type in katakana, there are two options. You go and change it down, which is a little more tedious than typing the word in hiragana and then pressing space for its katakana version. That's easy for me. Now kanji, we haven't come to it yet, but kanji also you will see it works like hiragana. Suppose I want to write this particular kanji. It's nihongo, for instance. We haven't done any of this, so don't worry. The word is nihongo. So I'll type in hiragana. Once I type in hiragana, if I press enter, the first kanji shows. But it might not always be the kanji that I want, so I have to check to see that it is the right one. There might be different combinations also. So until I get the right combination, I have to keep going on. But this is one kanji where I can't go wrong. It is the correct one. And then once I get the correct one, I press enter. You see the underline is gone. That means the word is finished. All right. So special katakana, I told you, you use X and you type that particular character, whatever it is. All right. So shall we start? Are you all ready to start typing? Let's type out the kana chart. I would like you all to quickly type out the basic sounds. Just the basic sounds. Basic 46 sounds. A, I, U, A, O, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, until in. Okay. Do you have your document open? I'll give you about 5-7 minutes for this. You'll be doing your own checking. Okay. So as you type, check to see that your characters are correct. And also in Japanese, I was going to say this later on, you don't have space. There is no space in Japanese. If you see any document between words, you don't have space. It's all continuous. So now as you type, between each character, don't have to give space. Just type A, I, U, A, O continuously. Enter. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko continuously. Enter. Sa, shi, su, se, so. So I'll type along with you all just to give you company. Okay. And as you...
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes.
I'm just having an issue with my... it's not switching to the Japanese bit. Would you know how to do it?
So you have added the language. That is, you'll have to...
Yes, on the language font, I've selected Japanese and said okay.
Okay, and so it's reflecting here. So you're able to see Japanese down in the toolbar.
Able to see Japanese in the toolbar, but
yeah,
I'm not able to type in it.
So you see Japanese here, and then next to it you have this, it has to change from A, from the alphanumeric A. You right click and change to hiragana.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Now you'll be able to type in Japanese. Let me open a Word document and then start typing. You can all get started. Get started, start typing, and hi. I'll be back in just a second. Just give me a second. Hi. Have you all gotten started?
Ma'am, I'm still having a small issue. Can I just share my screen with you to just guide me?
All right, yeah. Is it all right for everybody else?
Yeah.
Okay. I see most of you've got your videos turned off suddenly. Please do leave your videos on throughout.
Kritika-san, as you know that my laptop doesn't support this language, so what am I
Yeah.
supposed to?
So you can use your phone to type. You
Okay.
can use your phone to type, or otherwise just go over the typing, even if it doesn't reflect, it's fine for now.
Okay.
Just use the the English keyboard to type in Japanese the way you know. You can type A, I, U, E, O, A, E, I, O, U. Hi. Would you have another laptop, Rima-san, with which to type?
No.
You don't have
Ma'am,
anything else? Okay. Yes,
sorry. I just wanted to
yes.
check. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, could you guide me from here because I'm having an issue activating the keyboard.
Okay, I can't see what the input is right now, Victor-san. I think you'll have to share full screen, not just the Word document. So you can exit this and then share your full screen. There's an option where you get to share the whole of your screen, so everything will be seen. So I can see your toolbar as well.
How about now?
No, you'll have to exit this first. So you have to stop sharing and then reshare with full screen. Because I still can't see. At the bottom of your in your toolbar, it's important that it says J. So from English, it's changed to J. And next to it, there's this alphanumeric A that should also change to hiragana. You will have an A, hiragana A will show up.
No.
I still can't see the toolbar.
Can
I
you
hope
see
everybody-
anything now?
I still can't see your toolbar. Can anybody else see Victor Sam's toolbar? No, okay. I'm not sure.
I'll figure it out later because I'm having
Okay.
some issue with this.
All right, okay.
Hi, Kritika-san.
Yes,
Anusha.
Anusha-san?
Hi.
Yes.
Could you please suggest some Android apps for hiragana typing, which you can install on an Android phone and then try from
All
there?
right. I'll get back to you. I will
Yeah.
let you know in Google Classroom by the end of the day.
Okay. Thank you.
Kritika-san, for this
Yes.
mobile, I mean this using Japanese language in this phone, so do I
Yeah.
need to download any app?
There
On the
are
settings?
apps that you can download, but you can also, I think, do it in settings,
Okay.
right? Yeah,
Okay, I'll figure it out. Thank you.
yeah. I'd shared the document in Google Classroom.
Okay.
Hi.
Arigato
Yeah.
gozaimasu.
The document only corresponds to the Windows, and I have a Mac, so that's where I think I'm facing an issue.
Okay, all right. Okay, I get it now. All right, in that case, I'll get back to you all with the ones using your phones and Mac. I'll get back to you all with what you're supposed to do. But I'll also share the typing document in Google Classroom so you can also use it for reference, so you can keep practicing. I'll also give you a small homework to do along with it so you can practice. So if you've gotten started, it's all right. After our class today, keep continuing with your kana. Try and type the modified sounds also with kya, kyo, the contracted ones and all of that. Okay. I'll quickly share. So we'll keep typing to one side for today. Hi. I'll share a document now. It's got some words. Now that we've looked at kana, we can progress towards. So my idea was to make you all type these words. Initially, we used to have typing class much later, but now we've included it early on in the schedule because that way you will type and send in your exercises. That was the idea. So for now, you can only type out words, not sentences. So as we come to sentences in the next class, I'll tell you how to do that also. So, hi. Can you all read the title of this? What does it say on the top? Katakana.
Kotoba, the rightmost.
Yes, towards the right extreme, it's kotoba. What's the first word though, the left extreme? Katakana. The first word is katakana. I shall wait. So, hi. Kurasu. Very good. Kurasu. Finally, kurasude. Yes. Kurasude. Okay, so here you see katakana. Okay, and it goes back to hiragana. Kurasude. De is hiragana. Kurasude. Hi, kurasude. What's the second word?
Suka.
Suka.
Tsuka.
Oh,
Tsuka.
Suka.
Tsukau.
oh.
Tsukau. Okay. It is tsukau. So it's tsukau. Not able to. Oh, yeah, finally. Tsukau. Kurasude tsukau. Okay, together it's tsukau, tsukau. Lastly, kotoba,
Kotoba.
kotoba. Okay. Kurasu, what do you think class means? Does it ring a bell?
Class.
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 Class. Now this is grammar, so I'm not going to go into it now. Tsukau is to use. Kotoba is words. Okay, so hi. So you have kurasu, tsukau, kotoba. So this is actually a kind of a sentence. So you have 3 words. Okay, so since it's a sentence, you'll also have a katakana word here and there if need be. So here it means words to use in class, words that can be used in class, words that we will be using in class. All right, very simply, words used in class. What is the very first word? Can you all read?
Hajimemasu.
Hajime.
Hajimemasu. Hajimemasu. This word, we will be looking at this word in detail on Wednesday. There's a whole expression that has come to be from this word. Hajimemasu is to begin. It's actually a verb. What's a verb? It's an action word. Hajimemasu, to begin. Okay. Hajimemasu is to begin. All right. So at the beginning of the class, I'd say, okay, let's begin. Hajimemasu. So the words for yes and no, by now I think you know what it is to say yes.
Hi. That
Hi.
you say again.
Yes, that I keep saying yes. Hi. Hi is yes.
Hi.
Iye.
Hi.
Hi.
Iye
Iye.
Ie.
Iye.
is no. All right. Hi and iye. So if I
Iye.
ask you daijoubu desu ka, is it all right? Have you understood? Then you can say hi if it's a yes. Iye if it's a no.
No.
Okay, so iye, you see that the first e is elongated. To elongate a e sound, you add e. So that's why you see double e. Iye.
Ie.
Hi. The next word.
Sumimasen.
Sumimasen.
Hi.
Sumimasen.
Sumimasen. Sumimasen is excuse me. Sumimasen. Excuse me. So,
Excuse.
hi. How can you use it in class? So, someone is talking and you have a question. You want to interrupt and ask a question. You can say sumimasen.
Sumimasen.
Sumimasen. Please excuse me. I have a question. Okay.
Sumimasen.
Sumimasen. Sumimasen. I don't understand.
Wakarimasen.
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 Wakarimasen. I expect to hear this a lot. Please use it.
Wakarimasen.
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 Wakarimasen. Sumimasen. Wakarimasen. Sumimasen, sensei. Wakarimasen. Okay. Hi. I'd also like to say you can refer to the teacher in the class as sensei. Since it's a Japanese class, let's follow everything Japanese completely. Let's become Japanese for the duration of the class and the course, right? So if it's another student in class, you can also, I encourage you all to talk amongst yourselves. The interaction doesn't have to be sensei to gakusei. It can also be between gakusei, no problem.
Student is gakusei.
Student is gakusei, yes.
Gakusei.
So yes, if somebody has a question and you want to add to it, then you can, interact that way. Or somebody gives me a sentence, I'll encourage you all to make your own sentences and share in class. Okay, you can either do it on the spot or you can, do it at home and then come and share it
So
with the
we can-
class.
Sumimasen.
Hi.
So
if
we
you
can
wanna
say
do-
Watashi gakusei.
Oh, we'll get to that later. That is too complex at this
Okay.
stage. Hi.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, we will be doing all of it and much more later.
Okay.
Right. So, what was I saying? Yes, so you can refer to each other with your names and san, right? So it'll be Gangadharan san, Siddharth san, Anusha san. I'm yet to know all of you, but slowly I think I will hear from more of you. Okay. All right. And the teacher, let's keep it standard, right? No different addressing. It's just sensei. So you can call me
Sensei.
sensei. Yes. All right. The next one is one more time, please. So if I've said something in Japanese and you can't quite catch it clearly, say once more, right? Once more. Please, can you repeat that again? So that in Japanese, what is it?
Mo ichido.
Mo
Ichido.
Hi.
Oh,
Mo
oh,
ichido.
onegai.
Onegai
Hi.
shimasu.
Onegai.
Shimasu.
Onegai shimasu.
Shimasu.
Onegai. The meaning of onegai is favor or request. A favor or request. Onegai. Okay. The word onegai shimasu is request. To request. To ask. To request. Mo ichido. Ichi, I told you, is number one. Ichido means one time. Once. One time. Mo is more. So the order is all jumbled up when you look at it in English. Okay, but this makes sense in Japanese. Mo ichido. Once more. The mo is more. Ichido is once. So mo ichido onegai shimasu. Onegai shimasu is I request you. Please. Can also be used in place of please.
The last word is pronounced how now?
Hi, it is onegai shimasu.
Okay.
Okay, once more. Onegai shimasu. So together it's onegai shimasu.
Thank you.
Hi. All right. And then, sorry for being rude. Well, it's a very simplified translation. Most of these expressions you'll see is very difficult to translate in English directly like that. An explanation is required. So, shitsure shimasu. Can I have everybody repeat this word first, please? Shitsure shimasu.
Shitsure shimasu.
Yes. Shitsure shimasu. So here you see in this word, the re is elongated with e, right? It's an A sound and you use E for elongation. So you say shitsure shimasu. The meaning of shitsure is rude. Rude. R-U-D-E, rude. Okay, so shitsure shimasu is to be rude. When you do something that you think is rude. For
Shitsure
example, yes. How is it used? When you, in a classroom, or yeah, in this setting, when you enter class late. You're not supposed to enter late, but for some reason, you come late, right? So you say, shitsure shimasu, I'm sorry, I'm being rude. I'm not on time. And then you enter the class. Shitsure shimasu. When you disrupt a conversation, but you have to say something, you say shitsure shimasu. So these are the times that you can use it in classroom.
Could you please repeat, Sensei?
The word,
Hi.
it is shitsure shimasu.
Shitsure shimasu.
Hai, shitsure shimasu. Shitsure shimasu. And the next one, what is the next word?
Dozo.
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 Dozo. Okay, you have two sounds, do and zo. The first one is elongate. Dozo. Hai,
Dozo.
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 Dozo is go ahead, here you go. Okay, there are a lot of meanings to this particular word. But in our setting, in a classroom setting, if somebody has a question, says, sumimasen, wakarimasen or something, or sumimasen, I have something to say, then I'll probably say, hi, dozo, please go ahead and ask me your question. Or if you come and tell me, I have a sentence I would like to share with everybody, then I'll say, hi, dozo, please go ahead. Okay, that is how it is used. All right. Now the next slide. Some greetings. Okay, we'll just do this and stop with that. The first one is
Ohio
Ohayou
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. So where is the elongation in this word?
Ohio.
Yo.
Yo.
Right?
Ohayou.
Yo. Ohio. But we don't say Ohio, right? We don't do that. It's yo. Ohio. Hi. Ohayo gozaimasu. Okay. Nothing about these words, this particular word translates to good or morning, like I told you. Okay. I'll tell you about the meaning of this later in detail. Ohio. It's actually, simply put, Ohio comes from the word for early. O is honorific, comes before a word, honorific particle, it's a marker. So if you're meeting somebody early in the morning or in the morning hours until 12 o'clock and you're saying, you're early, you're early, you're early, that is a greeting. Very polite way of looking at somebody and saying, you're early. It becomes a greeting. Okay? Ohayo gozaimasu. But for now, I'd like you all to remember it as the greeting that you use in the morning hours. In English, you say good morning. In Japanese, you say ohayo gozaimasu. That's all. What is the next one?
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichi.
Konnichiwa.
What is it at the last?
Aba.
It is the kana ha, isn't it? But you pronounce it as wa. I'll talk to you more about this in our first lesson, which is on Wednesday. Okay? Just remember, in these two greetings, the final ha kana is actually pronounced wa.
Wa.
Okay? So it's konnichiwa and konbanwa. Konnichiwa and konbanwa.
Konbanwa.
So repeat after me. Konnichiwa.
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 Konbanwa.
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 Okay. Good night. This is a greeting that you use only when you're going to bed. Or if you're on phone with somebody and then you're talking to them in the night and then you're hanging up also, you can say, okay, good night, I'll hang up now. So it is, hi, oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi nasai. O is again honorific particle. Respect. Oyasumi nasai. But you don't split it like that, you say it together. Oyasumi nasai. Thank you. We've already seen it is arigato
Gozaimasu.
gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu. So is elongated. Gozaimasu is an extremely respectful term. Very respectful term. And a response to thank you is you're welcome. How do you say you're welcome? What is the word?
Doi.
I would like you to split here. Think of this as two parts to the word. Okay. So it is do
Doi.
itashimashite.
Itashimashite.
Hai. Do itashimashite. Do itashimashite. Hai. Do itashimashite. Finally, good work at the end of a very grammar-filled class, maybe I would say. Utsukare sama deshita. Tsukare. Tsukare is tired. You worked so hard that you're all tired. Utsukare sama deshita. Okay, this is used a lot in an office environment. You know, somebody has attended a meeting, you tell, Utsukare sama deshita, you worked hard. At the end of a work day, you'll find people say this a lot. Utsukare sama deshita. So we can also say that to each other at the end of every class. Utsukare sama deshita. We've both worked very hard. Okay. Hi, can I have you repeat after me? Otsukare sama deshita.
Otsukare sama deshita.
Hi, otsukare sama deshita. Okay. So with that, we'll wind up for today. I'll post this document as well in class. So there are a couple of things that I have to share with you in Google Classroom about the typing for mobile phones and Mac, right? MacBook. Okay. Remember that, and you can start typing. The others can get started on practicing your typing. As we finish each lesson, like I said, you'll be required to type your answers in Japanese. We'll do that together initially, and then we'll see. Initially, it's going to be a bit of a struggle because there's a lot to remember. Okay, don't get disheartened because of it. Keep at it. That's my advice. Hi,
Okay.
so I'll see you all on
Thank you so
Wednesday,
much.
which is, hi, thank you, which is very exciting because we're going to start with basic grammar. All right. So if you have any questions, please do Ask Me in Google Classroom. I've created that section where you can ask me your questions. はい、お疲れ様でした。皆さん、ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Hi, arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou
Yes, Anusha-san has a
Hi,
question.
Sensei. If we try the lessons out, can we try it one more time after hitting submit? Does the Hayakawa site allow that?
I don't think it allows that, but let me check. It's a recent feature, so
Okay.
I'm not sure. Let me check and get back to you about it, but
Yeah,
I
please.
don't think you can go and redo it, but I'll get back to you about it.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Anybody has questions, you can stay back.